Okay, welcome back everyone to your favorite show on the YouTube platform, the Stationery Fetishist. Probably your favorite show on any platform, I would assume, but yes, anyway. This is something of a follow-up to one of my more recent Stationery Fetishist videos, where I shared some red and blue pencils, a selection of which you can see here in front of you. Now, like I say, this is a bit of a follow-up because over the past 6-7 months or so, I've actually been using these at work, and I just want to kind of outline how the performance has been, and kind of interestingly, or sadly, their performance is actually inversely related to the overall aesthetic of the pencil. So of these four here, I have them laid out in order of aesthetic appeal to me personally. The one on the top was the Kitaboshi red and blue pencil. Down below, the Tombow. I believe it's Tombow. The W at the end of the name always throws me off, but tom is the first syllable and bow, whatever, is the last syllable. That one is the next appealing aesthetically, I would say. Under that, another one from Tombow, the Ippo, and finally, the least aesthetically appealing one to me is the Mitsubishi Uni red and blue pencil. Now, oddly, the two on the top, they do appear to be more of a premium pencil, just judging by aesthetics, and the bottom two kind of look like they're aimed towards students, maybe more so than professionals, but that's just purely based on aesthetics, I would say. Although I do believe that these were less expensive than the corresponding Mitsubishi or Tombow red and blue pencils. Anyway, let's just move these over to the side. Just arrange these in an aesthetic manner. If you don't mind. Oh, I'm sorry, I just realized that my clock in the background is ticking in a rather intrusive fashion. I hope you'll forgive me for that. Usually when I'm filming, I remove it from the room so it isn't distracting, but whatever, we've already started, so I'll just go with it. And I apologize if it's irritating or annoying, but please stick with me. Okay, so we've got those arranged sufficiently aesthetically. Now here are the ones that I've been using. I'll just arrange them in the same order here. So there we are. As you see, I've used them quite a bit. However, some I have used more than others. Now, the reason for that is that these three on the right, when I go to sharpen them, the leads inside, they crumble. They really crumble. They're not very strong. So the worst would be the Kitaboshi here. So I've barely used this, but as you can see, it's been sharpened quite a bit. Just the leads themselves, I think they're okay at the moment, but you may be able to see that they kind of like little chunks come out as you're trying to sharpen it. Yes, so I noticed that when I started using these. I believe I started with the Tombow here. Was disappointed with the performance. Then the same thing was happening with this, and to a lesser extent with the Ippo. The Ippo is a bit more strong. The lead is a bit more structurally sound, I would say, than the other two on the right here. Now, I did think that perhaps it was the sharpener that I was using, perhaps it was a dull blade or something. So I switched it out, and indeed that did have an effect on the sharpening quality of these pencils. However, barely. The brand new sharp blade, they didn't crumble as much as I was trying to sharpen them, but they did to an unsatisfactory extent. They still crumbled quite excessively, I would say. Now this one, the Mitsubishi Uni, there was no problem at all. Whether it was the new sharpener or the old one, it would always sharpen to a nice clean point. And as I was writing, there was no, or marking, I should say, there was no, it wouldn't just randomly break off or shear. It was really more of a strong, structurally sound colored pencil lead. Yeah, so that's basically the review. They all, well, writing with them, they were satisfactory, smooth, but yeah, some of them would kind of break off more easily when I was using them. And again, like I say, the main issue was that when you went to sharpen them, it would keep on breaking off. Yeah, anyway, I'll keep on using them, but definitely takeaway from this is if you're going to get some red and blue pencils, which I'm sure you're probably not going to, but if you are, I would definitely look for something made by Mitsubishi. I've used the more high-end version of this, and again, no issues at all. So whether it's the high-end or the more budget version, definitely go for the Mitsubishi if you're going for a Japanese red/blue pencil. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was kind of enlightening or educational. So do please like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch, Tumblr, Tinder, or whichever social medium is your preferable medium. So we'll see you next time. Thank you so much.